All right, so Memphis Mayor Paul Young has declared a state of emergency today ahead of the anticipated winter storm. City leaders met this morning to update the community on safety efforts.
In fact, our Lauren Turman is actually downtown in Memphis with more on the city's plan. Lauren, what do we need to know as this storm is moving in?
Hey, Ruben and Pepper, that's right. Things are noticeably colder out here right now as we are expecting the storm to move in. So if you see me moving out around about here, it's because I'm trying to keep warm. Just a couple of hours ago, it was a little bit warmer than this, but the wind has also progressively gotten worse. Behind me, we're here at the M Bridge, and you can see people who are driving home, hopefully from work, going home, or getting the last of those grocery runs. But you mentioned that Mayor Paul Young earlier today declared a state of emergency in Memphis. He also spoke alongside Memphis Light Gas and Water President and CEO Doug McGowan, and really a lot of what they said was very similar, specifically talking about how they want everybody to stay prepared, how they're wanting to make sure that if anybody is left without power, which is very likely with a storm of this kind, they're wanting to make sure that people are staying safe. You've got at least 3 days worth of food, water, and medication available. You're filling up your bathtubs, your sinks, your large buckets with water to make sure you have water to flush as well. There are a lot of tips and tricks here. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what happened in that conference and some more ways that everyone can stay safe in this storm. And that's coming up a little bit later this evening. Live from downtown Memphis, I'm Lauren Turman, ABC 24 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Lauren, for that. Now, in DeSoto County, it's an all-hands-on-deck situation. ABC 24 Shakina Davis joins us live from a community safe room that's in South Haven. That's where people can go to escape from the cold. Shakina?
Yes, I am here at the Community Safe Room and FEMA shelter in South Haven. It's a warming shelter for people to come out. There's a half a dozen people still here at this time just to take in some warmth and stay safe and out of the cold as we enter into this expected winter storm. Now, there are many other warming shelters out there that are also housing people during this time so that they can stay safe out there. I also spoke with Mayor Darren Musselwhite, who was just explaining to me that they have plans in place. Their teams are also ready to go out and do any kind of work to help during the storm, along with Public Works also on the ground. On standby. And so he's just explaining that compared to previous years, especially one that he said was significant, which was in 1994, that he says hopefully it does not repeat.
Anyone that went through the ice storm in '94 never wanted to go through that again. So that's my biggest fear, that it could be like that. So in '94, that was the problem. You had freezing rain that was produced weight on power lines and trees, caused the trees to fall on the power lines, and people were without power for several weeks. We believe technology is tremendously better now than it was in '94, with the power companies. So our hope is that it does not duplicate that.
We'll continue to follow the weather conditions here in DeSoto County, and we'll continue to update you as we have more information and as a storm is expected to come. In DeSoto County, I'm Shakina Davis. Back to you.
Shakina, thank you. Now, while the storm moves in, ABC 24 is committed to keeping you informed. We will have teams spread out across the Mid-South showing you the conditions where you are. Now, join us for a special edition of ABC 24 News this morning, Saturday and Sunday, starting at 4:30 a.m. We'll also have a special Saturday edition of Midday at 11 a.m. And stay with us for extended news at 5, 6, and 10 p.m. throughout the weekend. That's on air and on 24+. That's your streaming home for breaking news, weather, and sports. We have more winter weather coverage after the break.